welcome back, TCS TV viewers. We're starting out here in LA, thank you, Nick, because this is our second Wooden Niccolls episode. And I just want to mention off first, our very favorite cameraman, Levi Holwell, is actually shooting on the GH5 handheld. I'm sure the stabilizer is doing great. Now, Wooden Niccolls is where we reenact famous scenes. We try to light it and shoot it the same way to, really show off a camera's capabilities, but no budget. Props are just handmade, lots of dollar store stuff, we're not spending money, and all volunteer help. Now, of course, I've got Nick here from DDG. Nick, tell us about the crew you brought down and what we're going to do today.
Yeah, so we're here today, and I've got my crew from DDG helping out, and we've got some extras as well, but we're going to recreate a scene from Goodfellas.
Yes,
the
absolutely.
How My Funny scene.
Right.
Classic scene from Goodfellas.
Classic, interesting
Taking
lighting.
place at the Copacabana, got all that red lighting and everything, so it's going to be a fun one to do. And I think
that's why I'm all dressed up here today, right?
Looking very dapper.
I appreciate that. So we also want to say thank you to Last Best Brewers and Distillers for letting us use this space. I mean, this is awesome. We're actually shooting downstairs, and downstairs is called the Beer Shop. And there's also Johnny's Barber down there. These guys are cutting hair. They're actually being really gracious letting us shoot while they're doing that. I know we're kind of interrupting their schedule, but it gives us a beautiful location, very dark. We're going to light it up, make it look like the Copacabana. Quite interesting, hey?
Oh, this place is perfect. Like, it's just got that old feel of the Copacabana. And right now, I mean, we've got all this tungsten lighting, at least no windows we have to deal with. But
right.
Once we're done with it and making it nice and red and darker, I think it's going to work out great.
I'm excited. I hope I can do the acting chops that you need me to do, Nick. I'm nervous.
Well, I think it's all on you on this one.
Oh,
actually,
geez, no pressure.
Joe Pesci actually got an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor on this one, so no pressure, no pressure at all. You got this.
All right.
How you doing, Levi?
Nice.
What, you think I'm here to amuse you?
Just to bring it in on his face a bit, yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
So one of the concepts with this Wooden Niccolls thing is we don't spend any money on props or locations or wardrobe in this case, but fortunately we're able to have someone help us out, got us a bunch of really great suit jackets, some bling, things like that, so might actually wind up looking pretty convincing. I was ready to just wear a napkin as a tie.
Have you met Nick? Oh, there's the smoke alarm. There's the smoke alarm.
That's how you call the fire department.
Has this happened to you guys before?
Never, ever.
So our fog machine, which was giving us a really beautiful aesthetic downstairs, also just triggered the fire alarm for like an entire block, and we shut down a street, and it was a giant cluster. So anyways, they reset the alarm, and we're ready to go shoot now. Let's do this. So Nick, we're trying to duplicate the lighting as close as possible from Goodfellas. So if you can kind of quickly run me down what your lighting setup is for this and any struggles we're having, with a much smaller set, things like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, a lot of the set was let pretty practically in Goodfellas. And in here, obviously, we had like an active barber shop, and then we had every other type
all
of
kinds of different color lights that we're fighting as well.
Lights. So we just tried to make it as red as possible, and then luckily we got the practical lamps with the red.
Yeah, we cut up some pom-poms, which was stroke of genius, well done.
Yeah, that worked out really well. Nice work, Chris Nichols.
And then we put a couple China balls, I think.
Yeah, we had the one main China ball acting as kind of our side fill on the scene and just bringing that up a couple stops from the background. We also had that great big shadowless.
Yeah, we brought a Lumahawk 1500 giant 33-inch round shadowless light.
Yeah, which was great. So we just gelled that, took it as warm as possible, and provided it in the background just to bring the ambient levels up a bit, which worked out really great. And then
the other one you wanted to try was we tried an aperture cob light, which is like a single point tungsten balanced fixture.
It worked out great. It had just the right amount of punch that we needed, and then once we put those modifiers on it, with the softbox.
Yeah, we had an octobox. We egg crated it, which you lose a lot of light when you do that, but it was nice. It's still a strong enough fixture that it was usable.
Totally. And in here, we definitely just wanted to focus it more like on the talent and did not get the spill in the room and keep all that red ambience from all the other gelled lights we had in here or the lamps.
Did you find like the native 400 ISO sensitivity for Vlog? Is that something like, do you wish it was more sensitive?
Yeah, it's interesting. You get very used to the sensitivity of a lot of other cameras being, you know, like 800, 850, or even 2000 ISO. So definitely at 400, knowing we had to bring the light levels up quite a bit more to balance that, because I did want to shoot it at its native ISO and try and preserve the full log image. You know, the dynamic range there. So
yeah, I mean, it's certainly like it's a low-key scene, but it was very bright in here.
Yeah.
So if you're planning to do a ton of available light shooting, I could definitely see you running into issues, especially with the log profile that brings the noise levels up.
So the GH5, this is the first Panasonic camera you've ever used, is that right?
that is correct. I've definitely used Sony, I've used Canon, Arri, Red, but this is actually the first Panasonic camera I've shot with, and it was quite intuitive and really easy to use and get through the menu. I mean, I think once you've used cameras, you know, get to know the menus and what everything is. So, but it's labeled really nice, and even the touch screen is really nice to interact with. And these size of cameras have a really good place in the market and a use to them. And I was very impressed by like the log image of this and the amount of features they've packed into this.
XLR's going straight in.
Yeah, straight audio in, be able to monitor directly out. It also has like a full-size HDMI port, which before you're using, you know, micro.
Yeah, the micro's always such a pain.
Yeah, they're always cutting in and out or breaking, or you have to get a lock or something for it. So overall, it seems like a very solid build, and it was really nice to be able to use this Metabones, you know, PL mount adapter on there, and actually, you know, to the film in Goodfellas, they actually shot with these Zeiss super speed lenses, so it was really nice to be able to get these from Panavision, provided them to us. I mean, there was a bit of the crop factor, obviously, with that size of the sensor and then using that type of lens, so we did have to take that into account, and that's always a little bit different, right? I'm used to more of like a full frame or a Super 35, so the shot is a little bit more compressed, even though it is a fairly wide shot because of the amount of characters in it. We're on a 35, so now that's about a 70 mil equivalent. So I definitely thought of, you know, just backing it off a little bit more and then having that little bit of zoom in just to compress the shot and not show so much of the environment.
We're working in a unique space, right? I mean, that's part of the challenge is making this work.
And I think, you know, in looking at the lensing of the actual film, I feel like that was more similar to the focal length of what they probably used.
Does this change the game in any way? I mean, do you see this being more useful if you want to go travel or do documentary?
I could see a camera like this, like I would love to take it traveling and see what the still side of it is like as well with the video, because I've been impressed with the video so far.
Oh, very cool. Okay, well, thanks very much. I guess we'll get back to shooting.
Yeah.
So I was doing the sound today for the Wooden Niccolls shoot, and just to really see what the camera can do, we used the XLR adapter and just went straight into camera with that. We were shooting with the Sennheiser MKH50, which is a wonderful microphone, but I was still worried it's in-camera audio. It's not like going into a professional recorder or anything, but it handled the dynamics of the quiet dialogue and the loud laughter really, really well. I was super impressed with that. Nice and sensitive. It wasn't peaking on me. Very low signal to noise ratio. Yeah, great sound, good controls on it. Impressive.
Well, we did the shoot. I think Jordan and I did a passable job. I mean,
I think you guys did a pretty amazing job.
I
It was a pretty tough
appreciate
one,
that.
and it was pretty tough not to start cracking up and laughing because you did such a good job.
Well, I
So, nice
appreciate
work.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see the rushes. I haven't seen them yet, but speaking of that, you probably want to see how this is going to grade too. So, time to get over to Jeff at Jump Studios, get this footage through, and see what it's actually going to look like.
Absolutely. I'm super curious how it's going to grade. It's going to be really nice working with, Jeff over at Jump too. He's very experienced, so we'll be able to, I'm sure, come up with even a couple different looks even within the shot and see which one we like best and really push the footage to see, what it's all about.
This is going to be the big surprise. How close do we get it to the actual original?
Totally. We're here at Jump Studios, and we're with Jeff and Nick, and we're sitting in Resolve now with the footage. So, what do you think, guys?
Well, first off, I mean the latitude on the images coming off of the V-Log off the GH5 are incredible.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I
that.
thought so too. So I was quite careful to not clip the blacks anywhere and try and hold the highlights where I could. But it was just there was such a wide dynamic range.
Well, we have a new product at Look Labs. It's called Digital Film Stock DFS. And we thought we'd try it. It's gonna be released really soon. We want to try it on this project. So this look is one of our brand new film stocks, Kodak 5217. And again, you can roll through all the different looks, but we quickly applied this look, and we were able to achieve an image very close to that right off the get-go.
Yeah, that's a really nice bloom on the lamps there, and I really like in the background here as well, just like the warmth of that light and the red that it has really does match more the scene that we were trying to emulate.
People using this camera are going to see that it's not that noisy.
It's very clean, surprisingly, for the size of the sensor.
Right?
Right.
I'm doing no denoising, no nothing like that, and it still looks crystal clear to me.
You know, it'll be interesting down the road to see how we can match it into other cameras, but I don't think we're going to have much of a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd be interested in, is now trying it, with some of the Canon cameras that we have, but also like the Arri Alexa Mini camera that we have, just seeing how that could cut with the skin tones and the latitude of everything. Thanks a lot, guys. It looks really great. I'm looking forward to actually watch the finished piece now, so let's take a look on the big screen.
Now hang on, before we watch the scene, I just gotta throw this out there. Now if you've seen Goodfellas, you know there's a lot of profanity coming. Now if you haven't and you don't want to hear that profanity, this would be a really good time to stop, because I'm gonna say and a lot. All right, stick around, watch it. You will enjoy it. It's worthwhile. I wish I was big just once. You're really, really funny. Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny?
It's a good story. The story's funny. You're a funny guy.
What do you mean, like the way I talk?
No, it's just, it's funny. The way you tell the story is funny.
Funny how? What's funny about it?
Tommy, you got it all wrong.
Ho, Anthony, okay? He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What did you say? Funny how?
Just
What?
just that it's funny.
And let me understand this a little bit. Maybe it's me. I'm a little fucked up, maybe. Funny how? Funny like I'm a clown? I amuse you? I make you laugh? I'm here to fucking amuse you? What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Just the way that you tell the story is funny. What?
No, I don't know. You said. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Get the fuck out of here. Tommy.
This motherfucker, I almost had him. Oh, you stuttering prick, you. Frank, is he shaking? Oh, sometimes I wonder about you, Henry. You may fold under question. All right, well, Jordan and I sincerely hope you enjoyed our acting there in that scene. You know, doing something like that, it came together so well, but it takes the help of a lot of great people. So first off, we'd like to thank Nick at DDG and his entire crew. They did a lot of work to build this beautiful set and make it happen. We'd also like to thank our extras. I know it's a lot of waiting around for stuff to happen, but you people looked great. You did a great job filling up the scene, and we really appreciate it. Mark Langridge from 17sound.net, thank you for helping us out with the sound. We'd also like to thank Last Best Distillery, the beer shop, and also the guys at Johnny's Barber Shop for tolerating us, helping us out, letting us use the space. You got customers going, you got work to do, and yet you let us shoot there. That was a huge help. Also, thank you to Jeff. We love being able to work with you again at Jump Studios. You know, you graded the work. It looks fantastic. You got it very, very close. So a lot of people helped us out. We really appreciate it, but we also appreciate you at home for watching our videos. We hope you like this. Now, don't forget, this is just a teaser preview of what the GH5 can do. We've got our full review coming, so keep your eyes peeled for that. As usual, please talk to us. Let us know what you thought. Tweet us, check us out on Instagram, leave some comments below, and subscribe to our channel. We love making this content for you, and there's a lot more Wooden Niccolls coming. See you soon for the GH5 review.